How you doing?
Good, how are you?
What do you have here?
I have a sealed Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Awesome game. Nintendo Entertainment System. This brings me back to my childhood. While everyone's running around playing Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong, I was playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. But that's probably the last person I'd want to get punched out by.
You and me both. I think. I'm at the pawn shop today to try to sell my 9.4 A+ graded Mike Tyson's Punch Out game. This game came from a collection. It was a single owner, was originally a regional manager for Kmart. I mainly collect PS1 games, but this is a special Nintendo game. I'm looking to get $100,000, willing to negotiate, but I have a bottom price in mind.
Pretty cool game right here to have. Yeah, I know right now games are really, really hot, especially the stuff that came out in the early 90s. Everyone that was playing video games, they're at the point where they want to start collecting the stuff they grew up with. And this is where it all started. Mike Tyson was actually the first celebrity that Nintendo used to endorse a game. You had to get through all the characters, like Glassy Joe, is that his name, I think?
I think so.
Yeah, there was so much fun stuff going on here, but it was Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It wasn't like the boxing games we know today. It was pretty much punch, punch, duck, back up, punch. And you would play a guy called Little Mac. And you would try to take Little Mac all the way up and beat Mike Tyson for the championship belt. And then you would become the undisputed heavyweight champion of Nintendo. Well, let's take a look at what you got here, because I'm familiar with Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but I opened my copy, unfortunately. It's never even had the plastic cellophane taken off of it. Is that the original Kmart tag?
It is.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And I mean, right off the bat, I see it's certified by WADA, which is great. It's marked A+ 9.4, which is an amazing grade. I mean, I don't even remember it looking that good when I bought my copy. So what are you looking to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
And how much are you looking to get?
I'd like to get $100,000.
It's not out of the question. These original Nintendo games go for lots of money. I don't doubt this has some significant value to it, but I'm gonna have to have someone come down and take a look at it, and we can go from there, because $100,000 is a lot of money to spend on a Nintendo game.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll be right back.
I know my game's in great condition. I know it's been graded, and I'm hoping the expert comes in and says that it's worth more than what I'm asking.
Well, this is what I called you about, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, one of my favorite games growing up. Even though I could never beat Mike Tyson, I still love this game.
Definitely, and it's a classic that so many people remember.
It is. Did you play it?
This was before my time as a gamer. I was more of the Super Nintendo N64 era.
All right, well, don't date me, all right?
You're not alone. We've seen this massive growth in video games, the spike in the market, and what people are gravitating towards are things that were significant for pop culture, things that were popular that everyone remembers playing.
And it's Mike Tyson, one of the greatest boxers ever, definitely one of the most exciting to watch, and not because he boxed for 12 rounds, it's because he was knocking people out in one round.
Definitely. I'd love to take a look at it. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
All right, great. So, I actually remember this copy. This was part of a collection from an ex-owner of a Kmart store, and there were a lot of games that had the same sticker on there. This is considered the third major print out of 4 major prints, but when you're talking about the first and second prints, they're almost unattainable. Realistically, getting above a 9.0 is exceptional when you're grading sealed games, and once you hit the 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, especially with a seal rating like an A+, it makes this really desirable for a lot of collectors who care a lot about condition.
So what do you value it at?
You know, it's always tough to value things that there's so few out there right now, but that being said, I know people who would, without thinking, pay $65,000 to $70,000. So I would be very comfortable valuing it in the $70,000 to $80,000 range. Could it be more? Potentially. It really only takes 2 people to determine the value.
Well, I know this is the second time you looked at that game, but I'm gonna need it back now.
All right. I think it's a little too rich for my blood, but hopefully you guys can figure something out.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks.
Well, you heard what he had to say. I'm gonna offer you $50,000, and that's cash money right here, right now, today.
About 90.
Oh, man. Would you go 55?
No.
What's your bottom?
My bottom's 70.
70? You want to meet in the middle at 60?
I can't, unfortunately. It's so hard to find in this high a grade.
If you have trouble selling it for the 70 you're looking for, my offer will stand just so long as the market stays where it is. So keep that in mind if you do decide to sell it for 60, because I'd love to own it.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
Thank you, too. I was hoping to make a knockout, but unfortunately today I got KO'd.